The Segway Ninebot Max G30 is one of the best-selling scooters ever made. It was groundbreaking when it came out in 2019 because it was the first long-range ruggedized scooter. The Max instantly became one of our most recommended scooters for everybody from new riders to long-distance commuters. But now it's nearly 2023, and in scooter years, the Ninebot Max is ancient. So out of 54 similarly priced alternatives, we've discovered which ones can beat the Ninebot Max at its own game. The 6 scooters we're about to show you have similar or better range for the price, plus have at least one superpower that makes them Ninebot Max killers. You may not have heard of OKAI, but if you've rented a scooter, you've probably ridden one because OKAI and Segway are the world's top 2 manufacturers of shared scooters. The brand new OKAI Neon Pro earned its place on the list by going 24% further than the Ninebot Max in the same ESG range test and went faster than the Max the entire time. How did it do both? Well, it cheated. Not really. It uses a 26% larger 48-volt battery with newer Samsung 21700 automotive grade cells that carry more energy per pound than the Ninebot's 36-volt battery made from 18650 cells like the ones used in laptops. Despite having the longest range and the lowest price on our list, the Neon Pro's other superpower is that it beats the Max on safety. With programmable front and side swag lights, the Neon Pro has the best nighttime visibility. It can also use Bluetooth to connect with OKAI's upcoming 2023 helmet with a brake light built right in. The Neon Pro has safer cruise control that only engages when you hold down the power button for 4 seconds while riding, so it'll never turn on by accident. It's also got a regenerative front brake, so no matter how hard you squeeze the brakes, you'll never go over the bars. The Neon Pro's ride isn't quite as smooth as the Ninebot Max, but since they're tubeless tires, you can always take out a few pounds of pressure to smooth things out without worrying about getting a pinch flat. New is an up-and-coming Segway rival who proved their build quality in a different type of rental fleet. They made over 3 million seated scooters before making their first kick scooters, the KQi2 and KQi3 Pro. With a name like KQi3 Max, it's no secret who New is aiming to beat. The KQi3 Max wins on performance in every possible way. It has more range, higher top speed, better acceleration, and is a much stronger hill climber than the Ninebot Max. The fastest scooter on this list, it's also appropriate that the dual disc brakes give it the best stopping distance too. New also wins for longest warranty, with all of the most expensive parts of the scooter covered for 2 years versus 1 year for the Ninebot and only 180 days for the Ninebot's battery. All of that performance comes with one drawback. The KQi3 Max is the heaviest on this list, weighing in at 3.9 pounds more than the Ninebot Max. The performance and powerful brakes make the KQi3 Max the best choice for experienced riders or riders who want a scooter they can grow into as their skills progress. Canadian scooter company Apollo has been shaking things up in 2022 with a lineup of sleek new scooters all designed in-house. We were big fans of the Apollo Air Pro in 2021 because of its lightweight and excellent handling, but always wish we could get a little more from the 350-watt motor, the same size as the motor used on the Ninebot Max. The new Air 2022 replaces the 2021 Air Pro and bumps power clear up to 500 watts. So now the Air beats the Max on top speed and acceleration. It also beats the Ninebot Max on braking distance, but more importantly, beats everything on this list when it comes to ride quality and handling with its motorcycle-like front forks and the widest handlebars and deck. If you live in an area with rough pavement or no pavement at all, the Air 2022 is the best way to go. And Apollo also has a great community of riders and the best mobile app of any scooter on this list. The Fluid Horizon has been around as long as the Ninebot Max, but has just been updated for 2022 with a new display, thumb throttle, and a carrying handle that doubles as a footrest. The Horizon earns a spot on this list by beating the Ninebot Max in the ESG range test and doing it with a much higher average speed and lower price. Its superpower is that it beats the Max on portability. It's a couple pounds lighter and folds down to less than half as wide, making it the easiest scooter on this list to fit into your trunk or apartment. And the new handle makes it easier to carry when it's not folded. Just avoid riding it in the rain, as it's the only one on this list without an IP rating. The Horizon is a good choice if you love full suspension and hate flat tires. A little known fact, almost all flats happen at the rear tire, so while it has an air-filled tire up front, it uses a flat-proof solid tire at the back and then adds full suspension to smooth out the ride. The eMove Touring is known for its versatility with a long list of factory options, including an available seat, but it beats the Ninebot Max by having the highest rider weight capacity on this list. With a rider weight limit of 308 pounds, the Touring is rated to carry 40% more weight than the Ninebot. Now, if you're gonna have a high weight limit capacity, you better back it up with power, and the Touring does. It's by far the quickest scooter on this list from 0 to 15, beating the Ninebot Max to 15 miles per hour by more than 2 seconds. It's also the fastest hill climber on this list, 37% quicker than the Ninebot Max on our steep 10% grade test hill, and has the second highest top speed. All of that power will cost you just a little range though. The Touring covered 18.7 miles on the ESG range test course compared to the Max's 21.6 miles. The Touring's full suspension feels good for a surprisingly wide range of rider weights. It feels good whether you're a 165-pound rider or a 250-pound rider. We haven't tested it at 300 pounds plus, but let us know in the comments if you have. Anyhill entered the scene more recently, and we're so glad we found them. With an exceptionally high 300-pound rider weight limit, the Anyhill UM2 has become another favorite for heavy riders. The UM2 beats the Ninebot Max on range in an unconventional way. Swappable battery packs that weigh just 5 pounds each mean you could go 2.4 times as far on a UM2 than you could on a Ninebot Max if you bring 2 of these along in your backpack. What we really love about the UM2 is the stable ride. While we don't recommend riding any scooter one-handed, the stability of the UM2 means you're far more likely to get away with bad behavior than you are on a Ninebot Max or just about any other scooter. Acrobatics aside, the benefit of good stability is that you get to relax more and just enjoy your ride. The ultra-stable ride is the reason the UM2 is an ESG office favorite. I can ride it for hours on end without getting tired. We can't wait to see what Anyhill comes up with next. Another scooter worth mentioning is the Segway Ninebot F40, the largest and fastest F-Series scooters and one of the main releases that followed the Max. If we're honest, we haven't been particularly impressed with the F-Series so far. Unfortunately, with a battery size 2/3 the size of the Ninebot Max, it's not going to be the same league when it comes to range. We estimate the F40 will cover about 14.4 miles on our test track. You've got to respect the Ninebot Max for setting a new standard for range and reliability back in 2019. But honestly, these days, it's just not a scooter I tend to reach for in my personal commute because there are faster, smoother, more fun, and frankly, better looking alternatives to ride. Let us know in the comments about your favorite Ninebot Max alternative, or make your case if you feel the Max is still king of long-range commuters. If you're interested in any of the scooters in this video, including the Ninebot Max, check out this video's description where you'll find links to the best places to buy them and ESG exclusive coupon codes.